Hey there everybody, Dark Phoenix Ninja 92 here with an update video. Now, you'll probably notice two things from this video. One, I'm playing Stellaris, and you're not just staring at an icon. And two, I pause a lot less, and am staying on point more. Hopefully. The reason for this is quite simple. I'm not trying to record my update live while playing and trying to wing it. The update commentary is done after the fact in Audacity, and I am actually working from a script. This is a bit of an experiment for me to see if a script for my update videos works well enough to keep doing it. Let me know what you think. I've got a few things to cover, and they're mostly channel related, if not all channel related. First of all, I want to clear something up. During 1 week, not too long ago, my upload timing and frequency occurred on something that may have looked suspiciously like a schedule. I want to be perfectly clear here. This is not going to be a regular occurrence. It only happened then because I had an overabundance of free time and was giddy to play XCOM 2, among other games, once more after nearly 8 months of break. I typically do not have the time to record enough footage in time to get videos up every single day of the week. That, or something will go wrong and force me to delay a video or other. You should expect regular weekly uploads to be the exception, not the rule, because that's how it will be the vast majority of the time. Next, I want to talk about a few upgrades I've made to my setup, so if you don't really care to listen to me basically ramble on about my gaming and computer peripherals, then that's all the important information about the channel for the time being, so you can probably leave for now. But for everyone else, here goes, because that's going to be basically everything else in the video. I mentioned this in a previous video, but I have a new graphics card now, and as a result of this, my computer no longer shuts down or gives me a fricking no signal message on the monitor when I try to play any games with any sort of graphics. I also ended up making some upgrades to my peripherals during the time I had no working graphics card, as well as a few after I had a working graphics card again. To sum it up, I now have a new microphone with a boom arm to get it closer to my mouth for better audio, which I think I've mentioned before, and it's certainly in my channel's About page, a surround sound headset, a gaming mouse, and a gaming keyboard. So I'll go through these one at a time just because I sort of feel like it. The mic I have is a blue snowball, and I have it on a scissor arm. I got the mic for my birthday, and I decided to get the scissor arm after I saw a bunch of reviews about how the audio is, let's call it questionable, if the mic is really far from your mouth and the default stand didn't really work for getting it up close. And the gaming mouse and gaming keyboard were both things that were basically required updates for me, because my old mouse and keyboard had started to develop some problems and were basically failing as of a few months back. So at the time, I had two mice. An old gaming mouse that I bought from a thrift store for about $1, and a wireless one that at this point is somewhere between 3.5 and 4 years old. They both started having some problems. The mouse from the thrift store would only register left clicks about half the time that I would left click, and the wireless mouse's scroll wheel, or middle mouse button if you prefer, straight up didn't work. So I replaced them with a Corsair Vengeance M65 gaming mouse that I got off of Newegg. And it's been an excellent mouse. I mean, it's technically described as an FPS mouse, but that's just the specialized design. For the stuff I use it for, it is very good. It's a lot more responsive than my old mouse, than either the old ones were, and I don't get delays when I click on something nearly as often. The keyboard was sort of a similar problem in a way, because this was an issue I started having a few months after my graphics card issue, and that problem would come and go, and this problem was basically, I would type on my keyboard, and only a fraction of what I typed would actually be registered. This would be stuff like me typing, "This is really cool," and if I was typing it in, say, Microsoft Word, it would be like, "Thus really cool!" exclamation mark, or that kind of thing. Which is obviously a problem. I mean, I want to make mistakes because I made them, not because my keyboard fucked up.
Anomaly found. Construction complete.
But at the same time, it was a convenient excuse for me to get a mechanical gaming keyboard, which I had wanted to do for a long time, but couldn't justify the expense. Now I needed a new keyboard, so I went and spent the money on it. And got myself a Razer Black Widow Ultimate 2016 edition. Now, this keyboard I've only had for a few days, but I'm very impressed with it so far. It's really impressive, and I like the clicking noises, for one thing. And I've tried a bunch of stuff with it, from writing to programming to gaming, and it performs really well, no matter what I'm using it for. And the last thing I got was my new surround sound headset, and this time it was just a case of my old headset having some cosmetic breaks in it and things as a result of that pissing me off. So I just didn't want to deal with its quirks anymore and got a Logitech G430 surround sound gaming headset. And the surround sound parts of it are really nice when I'm able to use them, but I haven't really been able to make a ton of use of those yet because a lot of the games that I play, the surround sound will mute the people talking if I'm using it. So basically, for example, I tried this with XCOM 2 to play with surround sound, and none of the voices, be it soldiers making comments when you move them or Bradford nagging you, would show up. I couldn't hear any of them, and so I have to stick it on the regular mode. But the standard audio is still awesome, so there's that. And I'm sure I'll get it eventually. Well, I think I have rambled on for quite long enough now, so I am going to call it here. This has been Dark Phoenix Ninja 92, and thank you for watching my update/ramble video. I hope to see you again for whatever you decide to watch next. See you then.